In the world of ultimate luxury, where handbags can hold the value of a small fortune, one material has always maintained a solitary reign. It is not the glossy sheen of crocodile, nor the supple touch of calfskin. It is ostrich leather. Known as pearls on leather, the distinctive raised dots, which are the natural follicles of this giant bird, have been a symbol of status and wealth for centuries. But transforming a wild creature from the arid plains into a fashion masterpiece sitting behind glass in Paris or Milan is a journey of science, advanced chemistry, and supreme craftsmanship. Today, we step through the high security gates to go deep inside one of the world's most modern ostrich processing facilities. This is where precision technology meets the artisan's hand, and where the magical transformation begins. Welcome to Inside the Ostrich Leather Factory.
Everything begins with absolute precision, right at the intake bay. This is not a simple farm, it is an industrial fortress. Specialized transport vehicles dock according to a schedule calculated down to the second. The ostriches are moved into the holding area. Here, calmness is the priority. Misting systems and soft lighting reduce stress for the flock, because any panic can lead to scratches on the skin, the ultimate taboo in the luxury industry. Every animal passes through a veterinary checkpoint. Inspectors use digital scanners to read biochips. Only the healthiest individuals with skin and plumage meeting the highest standards are permitted to proceed. Before we speak of leather, we must speak of the white gold of this species, the feathers. In the harvesting zone, skilled workers manually pluck the large, pristine white wing plumes. These will eventually adorn carnival costumes in Brazil or haute couture gowns in Paris. Immediately after, the smaller body feathers are processed by high-speed vacuum systems. Observe the controlled chaos, thousands of feathers swirling like a snowstorm inside glass chambers before being washed, dried, and baled. Nothing is wasted. Now, we arrive at the most critical stage, the separation. Inside a sterile cold room, robotics and humans collaborate like a symphony. Robotic arms with steady tension gently pull the hide from the body, ensuring absolutely no tears occur. Here, we see a distinct division. The body skin, featuring the diamond-shaped bumps, is called the crown, the most valuable section. Meanwhile, the leg skin, with its dragon-like scales, offers a completely different aesthetic. But raw skin is organic matter prone to decay. To stop time, these hides are immediately sent for curing. Tons of industrial salt are spread evenly over the surface, drawing out moisture and locking the collagen structure. They will lie dormant in cold storage, waiting for the true miracle to occur at the Beamhouse. Welcome to the Beamhouse, the messiest yet most vital section. Massive oak drums, standing 3 meters tall, rotate slowly. Here, skins are soaked in a mixture of lime and solvents. The goal is to completely remove hair and epidermis and excess fat. This process also causes the fibers to swell, opening the structure to prepare it for the tanning chemicals to come. Watch the fleshing machine in action. The hiss of metal blades scrapes the underside of the hide clean, leaving a pristine white surface. This is the foundation upon which a masterpiece is built.
This is the moment of chemical transformation. Chrome tanning. Blue chrome salts are pumped into the rotating drums. As this solution penetrates deep into the collagen structure, it forms a permanent bond. The skin is no longer organic matter that can rot. It has become a durable material, immune to bacterial attack. When the drum doors open, hundreds of vibrant blue skins, known globally as wet blue, spill out. This is the industry standard state, ready for transport or further processing. But wet blue is just a raw canvas. To become fashion, it needs precision. The splitting machine, equipped with a band knife as sharp as a scalpel, slices the leather to an exact thickness, accurate to 0.1 millimeters, as required by fashion houses. Meanwhile, in the color lab, technicians are mixing dye formulas. They must recreate Hermes orange, Chanel black, or Ferrari red with zero margin for error. A single wrong drop and a batch worth thousands of dollars is rejected. The leather is returned to the drums for deep dyeing and, crucially, fatliquoring. Expensive natural oils are added to lubricate the collagen fibers. This is the secret behind the legendary softness of ostrich leather. Without this step, the skin would dry as hard as cardboard. When they emerge, the skins are rich in color, supple, and full of life. After dyeing, the leather must be dried, but not randomly. We use vacuum drying technology. Essentially a giant iron that sucks out moisture instantly, keeping the grain perfectly flat. Next, staking machines with hundreds of vibrating metal pins beat the leather rapidly, breaking any remaining stiffness and restoring its natural bounce and flexibility. And now, pay close attention. This is the step that defines the value of ostrich leather. Polishing the crowns. A hard felt roller spinning at high speed glides over the surface. The heat generated by friction lightly burns the tips of the quill bumps, turning them darker and glossy like polished gems, while the valley between them remains matte. This two-tone effect is the signature of true luxury, something that no synthetic imitation can perfectly replicate. Finally, a microscopic nano-coating is sprayed on to protect the leather from water and scratches without blocking its breathability. Quality control experts with eyes like hawks inspect every centimeter under lights that simulate daylight. A tiny insect bite, an uneven quill, everything is marked. Only skins that score a perfect 10 are stamped for size and moved to the finished warehouse, resting on shelves like bolts of the finest silk. The journey is not over. From the tannery, we move to the atelier. The atmosphere here is entirely different. Quiet, clinical,
and heavy with the scent of new leather. On computer screens, designers overlay patterns onto 3D scans of the hide. The greatest challenge is positioning the crown quill bumps so they sit perfectly centered on the final bag. Automated laser cutters zip across the table, slicing through complex curves with surgical precision without crushing the grain. The edges of the leather are skived, shaved down to the thickness of paper, so they can be folded without bulk. Watch the hands of the edge painting artisan. With a specialized rolling pen, they apply liquid rubber paint to the raw edges, dry it, sand it, and paint it again. This cycle repeats until the edge is as smooth as a solid block. And the most satisfying sound? The hiss of the heat press stamping a 24-karat gold brand logo onto the leather. The mark of class. No matter how modern the machines, the most critical seams require human hands. The saddle stitch technique, using 2 needles crossing each other, creates a bond so strong that no machine can mimic it. The bag takes shape. It is stuffed, polished one last time, and placed reverently into a rigid box tied with a silk ribbon. It is no longer a piece of skin. It is a gift, a work of art, ready to travel. From the automated warehouse, these boxes disperse across the globe to New York, Tokyo, Dubai. They sit on the shelves of the most opulent flagship stores, where customers are willing to pay thousands, sometimes tens of thousands of dollars, to own them. But behind the glamour is a commitment to sustainability. This factory runs on solar power. The wastewater is treated until it is clean enough for fish to swim in. Every part of the ostrich, from the meat and feathers to the eggshells and oil, is utilized. Nothing is wasted. It is a closed loop. From the sun-baked plains of Africa, through massive machinery and chemical tanks, to the skilled hands of the artisan, and finally, to the shoulder of the connoisseur. A process of patience, a symbol of eternity. That is how we turn the wild into the pinnacle of high fashion. Thank you for joining us on this journey.